There's something all the time, especially this time of year. And especially, I feel like once Halloween is over, you start all the fall, you have Thanksgiving stuff, and then it really ramps up at Christmas time. And there's just like, you can't do it all without stressing yourself out and without stressing your family out in the process.
You know, but the pressure is on to make it more about Jesus and what the true meaning of Christmas is than about. So I do feel that pressure right now of what can I do to
make sure that's the center.
Yeah.
And I actually asked my 8-year-old on the way to school the other day, like, hey, what does mama do that lets you know Christmas is about
That's a
Jesus?
good question.
But yeah, I think I'm going to keep trying to have that conversation.
Welcome to Let's Talk About That, the podcast where we deep dive into Sunday's message and explore your questions. I'm your host, Astin Kahnk, and I'm excited to share this journey with you. Whether you're a longtime member of The Orchard or a first-time visitor, Let's Talk About That is your space to explore, reflect, and connect. Join us as we navigate the intricacies of faith, spirituality, and daily life, seeking to understand how the wisdom shared on Sundays can be applied to our modern challenges. So, grab a cup of coffee, find a comfortable space, and let's dive in together. This is Let's Talk About That, where the conversation about Sunday's message never stops. Well, welcome back to Let's Talk About That episode. I believe it is 104. And today I have titled this A Very Merry Momcast. And I like it. Thank you. We, so on the 100th episode, we read the comments and we saw that you guys really liked the Momcast episode. So we figured, hey, we'll bring it back and throw a little Christmas in with it. So I am around a table with 3 awesome women, moms, and I'm going to let them kind of just introduce themselves. So I'll let you go first, and we'll kind of just go this way.
Okay, so I'm Lane Jordan. I'm find the Live Oak campus as my home church. I'm a mom of 3 wonderful little girls, 8, 5, and baby Emmy will be 2 next week. Not really baby anymore, but the last, so a baby.
And we're done.
A baby, she would be.
You will always be the baby.
Yes.
Well, that's about it.
Okay.
We live in Live Oak. We love it there.
Well, thanks for joining us this morning. I love to have a Live Oakian on our podcast with us.
We're good people.
I love it. All right, MBU Nest.
I'm Mary Beth. I have 3 kids, 11 and 2 7-year-olds. And a lot of people know me already. I'm on staff full-time at the church. I've been on the podcast several times. So I don't have like much to say that I haven't said before. Yeah.
Mary Beth is our go-to Momcast mom. We appreciate you, MB.
That's because I'm here.
Yeah. Just jump on into
She has lots of good advice.
She does.
So she has lots of wisdom
at
her young age.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, I'm Casey Dix. I am here at the Lake City campus. I'm one of the original
Momcast
OG.
One of the OGs.
I like it.
But it's been a while since I've been on. But anyway, I am married to Brady and 2 wild boys, 10 and almost 8.
Yes.
Amos and Owen. Yeah.
They're fun.
They're fun. Yeah. They are lots of fun.
My Jax hung out with them a couple weeks ago, and they had a blast running on those hay bales. Like Jax came home with like black feet from just the dirt. It was fantastic.
And on the hayride, he and what's Arden's little one?
Oh,
Allison.
Yes.
Her and Jax fell asleep on Arden. Like right at, I have pictures. I'll show you afterwards.
Okay,
They were just like,
like we get in with that Jax family. We tired.
They have lots of energy. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh. I love it. So ladies, I figured we'd start the conversation with lightheart question. What is your favorite Christmassy snack or Christmassy drink that you enjoy?
Oh,
I'll go first because I already have it.
Okay.
Let me get. Can I guess? Can I guess?
Yeah, please guess.
Something peppermint.
Yeah,
what I tell you.
Peppermint's a go-to this year.
I love a peppermint mocha. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it hot. Love it iced. I love a peppermint mocha. I got to have it at least one time in the Christmas season.
And I just don't understand that.
It's so good.
You can't get behind now. Are you a pumpkin spice girly?
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
I'll maybe have one. Yeah, I can't really have that stuff anymore. But yes.
Yeah.
So But I'm not like, oh, I have to have.
Yeah. You're like, if it just sounds good, I'll take it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, girlfriend? Looking at you, Casey. You can't see, but I'm pointing at you.
Well, I don't know. It used to be, I like brown sugar, like the brown sugar cinnamon ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those would probably be my go-to during the
Holiday season.
Yeah.
I'd probably say, like, if I have like a gingerbread latte, but I want it to be like a sweet, like almost like a white mocha gingerbread where it has a little bit of, little bit of.
I could get behind that before I could get behind a pumpkin spice latte.
I agree.
Yeah. It's very played out for me.
Yeah.
The pumpkin spice.
I can't do it. It's artificial.
Yeah.
I mean, all of it is. But
My peppermint mocha is completely natural. I don't know what you're talking about.
Growing them peppermints in your backyard.
I love it. What about you, Lane?
Not much of a holiday beverage person.
Okay.
But I love baking.
Oh.
And I love the holidays. And I actually had a bunch of shortbread cookies made and frosting in my fridge. And I love it. To bring cookies. And then
It's okay. Next time.
responsible mom kicked in yesterday and I cleaned my house instead. And then the frosting was like too hard and it was late and I went to bed.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
But at some point,
Yes,
we'll bring
next
cookies.
time.
Yeah.
So the iced like shortbread cookies.
Okay.
That is like
Your go-to.
Christmas childhood.
No.
Like-
Do you do like homemade gingerbread cookies with your kids?
So I've only done from scratch gingerbread one time and it's a pain in the rear.
Is it really? Okay.
But yes, we do. I do it with the girls, but I make them take turns.
Okay.
Because otherwise there is just
Too messy.
so much chaos. Then they start arguing over cookie cutters and, flowers flying. And so we do it. They love it. They do pretty good. Even the little ones will be like, press, wiggle, release. And like, they do good. They loved delivering it. We lived in a neighborhood. We would deliver to like the local neighbors at Christmas, like their little boxes.
See, I so want to do that this year.
It doesn't work as well on a spread out farm, but it worked great in the neighborhood.
That's so cool. And just get them involved in just giving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's super fun.
Yeah. The oldest one, her love language is definitely like, just
Yes. She loves it then.
it works really well.
Yeah.
And I'm like a quality time person. So if we like make her gifts together,
That's cool.
it works well.
Yeah. I love
So-
that.
And the other two just eat.
Yes. They just eat. They enjoy.
They're like, we're here for the snacks and the treats.
They enjoy the
We'll
giving.
up a little bit.
Yes.
I love that. Any fun traditions that you guys like do in your house with your family or maybe childhood traditions that you guys have done that you have carried on into your families?
I was actually thinking about that. Well, I've been thinking about it for the last month that I want to create all these traditions,
Yeah.
But then I was thinking about this morning and I'm like, looking back on the traditions that I hold dear to my heart from my childhood, they're all so simple. It's not like this, big production. It's like going to look at Christmas lights.
Yeah.
The simple things. It's the making chess squares with my mom that we just kept. The chess squares are like ooey gooey bars.
Oh, yeah.
We would always keep them in a certain tin, It just the little things that I remember. And I'm like, it doesn't have to be such a production. It can be the simple things that the kids will remember.
Yeah.
But growing up, like we would always do Christmas Eve with my family. But now that my sister lives down south and she has a family, we do Christmas early and then my parents go down there for Christmas.
Okay.
And so Christmas Eve is kind of, it's a time that we can create new traditions for our family. So I'm really excited about that. I want to sit down with Brady and talk about like what kind of things we want to do on Christmas Eve, just simple things, whether it's baking or watching a movie or, But we always do Christmas lights. That's for sure the one thing we always go do. And the boys do hot chocolate. And they get in their pajamas and blankets in the car. And so we'll do that. And Christmas movies, it's all month of end of November and December. It's Christmas movies.
Yeah. I love it. What's a favorite in the Dix household?
Oh, Home Alone is by far.
I was just saying the other day, we've got to pull that out. We've got to watch it soon.
Yes. Home Alone. And that's actually all year long.
I love it.
Home Alone Health. And then I love It's a Wonderful Life. And I also love The Christmas Story. That's probably
Never.
Excuse me, what? Which one?
Astin, they literally play it for 24 hours on Christmas Day.
Is that the lamp? The leg?
The leg lamp, yes.
I know. Brady, I literally last night I put Jack's to bed. I know. He was like, you know, a movie I've never watched before. And I was like, I know what you're going to say. I haven't either. So we're going to have a date.
Oh, 100%.
And we're going to watch that because like ours, we didn't watch that one. We'll get to me in a second. But yeah, that's one I need to add to my list for this year.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
you have literally had so much opportunity to watch that movie.
Yes.
But also, it could be my lagged memory because last week I didn't think I'd ever lit the Advent candle, and then you and Arden both reality checked me that actually I had a couple times, so it could be my lagging memory.
Hey, it's mom brain for real. Oh, we feel you for sure.
Yeah. Who else?
I can go next. The question.
It was traditions that you do with your family, or maybe ones that you've done as a childhood that you enjoy or that you want to like bring into your family.
So we definitely do a lot of baking in the house.
Yeah.
But as a kid, my dad's favorite Christmas movie is It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
So that was always our Christmas Eve movie.
I love it.
Which we like. I don't think my girls are quite old enough yet to watch it and appreciate it.
For my kids. Yeah.
Someday we have some Home Alone going in the house. And then recently, my littlest one has become obsessed with the newer Grinch. It has an animated one. There was, I don't know, we watched it like 17 times in a week. Like,
delicious. Same.
And she'll just lay there like
on
giggling,
repeat.
and watching him go through and steal stuff. And she'll be like, ha, Grinch, rude. And just, she loves, I don't know if I should be concerned that like.
At least she knows it's rude.
Yeah. I mean, that's great.
Cheered it on. Like pre-heart growth Grinch is still the hero of the story.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I love it.
Time will tell.
Right.
Time will tell.
But she knows the end of the story. So she's cheering him on because she knows where it will lead.
Yes.
We're
Yeah, we're going to go with that.
We're going to go with that one. But
that's good.
No. And then when I was a kid, my mom would, God love her, I'm one of 5. So she has all of the grace in the world for wrapping presents at midnight on Christmas Eve and everything else.
True story in my family, too.
Yes. The rule is always like, yes.
Yes. Casey was making the frantic wrapping present motion.
That's why we did not have presents under the tree until Christmas morning. We just didn't.
There were multiple times. I love my parents with all my heart, but they would not start wrapping till Christmas Eve. There were multiple times as an older, like middle school, high school, I would catch my parents asleep on the like in the wrapping present motion, just asleep. And I was like, well, I'm going to go back to bed till you're finished with those. And they'd be like, we're not done yet. It's like 7:30.
It's like 6 a.m.
Give me 5 minutes. Santa hasn't come. It's not here yet.
Yeah. Mine is like known for, we'll be in the middle of unwrapping. Even now where there's no kids in the house and everybody, like somebody's done with opening and she'll be like, oh, wait. Yeah. And go run to the closet. Like, grab a gift back.
Yes.
This all the
that
time.
happened to me once where I had this, Victoria's Secret had that like pink brand. It was a yellow pair of like pink sweatpants. And like I was with my mom when she bought them for Christmas. Same thing happened. Everyone unwrapped it. And I was like, well, where's my pants? And she was like, be right back.
We're also very bad about reusing the boxes, which you do. But if you don't put that name on right away, like, you would routinely open something that somebody are blatantly not.
Yes. That's hilarious. Yes. I always do the initials on the box, like on the bottom of the box.
On the bottom.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm in the I want to create traditions phase of motherhood because I feel like with my kids' ages, like the last several years, you do feel like a pressure to create these memories for your kids.
Yes.
And so I'm like, what can we do? And so it changes every year because
I don't like that. One is tradition.
One will eventually stick.
I'm such a type B person. So I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. Let's do that. Or that's too much. I'm not going to do that. But something that has stuck and I think will stick is kind of at the beginning of the Christmas season when we start, Christmas shopping and doing all that stuff is I take the kids and they each pick out their own Christmas wrapping paper.
Oh, that's fun.
So, so all their gifts will be wrapped in that wrapping paper.
No, that's a good idea.
So this is dual purposed because they think it's fun. And I don't have to write anybody's name on anything. I don't have to buy any. I don't have to buy any gift tags. And even when they couldn't read, they could help pass out presents on Christmas morning. Because there you go. Have at it. It's wonderful.
Paper.
It's wonderful.
I also have a 4-month-old.
And so,
no difference.
Yeah. And so, because I'm a type B person, I gave up a long time ago having like the aesthetic, like Christmas tree and wrapping and all. It's beautiful. And like, kudos to who can do that. But I gave up on that a long time ago. And so we currently underneath our tree have green paper with cat faces and a Santa hat. And then we have
I love it.
White paper with dogs and reindeer ears on them. And then Emery's is like cool. His is pretty and has like gold deer on it and stuff like that. But
I'm impressed there's already presents under your tree.
Yeah.
now, this is also because of my stage of motherhood. This is the first year that I can like trust that the kids aren't gonna like unwrap and shake.
Or go and shake. Yeah.
Yes. And they've been very good. Even Carter went to the front porch and brought some deliveries inside for me the other day. And they know. They're like, you can't go get it unless I tell you to go get it because it might be sent in its original package.
That's good, yes.
And they know not to like squeeze or shake. And he was like, you can't see me. They can see me. The ladies can see me. But he was like, he was carrying it so careful. And he told me, he was like, I was real careful not to shake it. And I don't know what it is. I was like, okay, buddy, thank you. Just set it on right there. It is. Yeah. So that has been very nice.
Either, actually.
I know. I don't either.
It's one of the 30 things I ordered from Amazon.
Right. That made me think of one thing that my mom did as a kid that now I don't do it often, but she would wrap up all kinds of stuff in the box to throw us off. Like she wrapped up one of my dad's dumbbells one time, like in a box.
Sure. Yeah.
So you didn't know it was closed.
Yeah.
She put rice in there. Like,
oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Hilarious.
I'm going to steal that because I have some clothes to wrap and I'm like, they're going to, as soon as I hand them this, they're going to know.
Oh, she would wrap all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And it became this ongoing, like almost game or joke that then you were trying to figure out, okay, like, is this clothes or is this a CD with a blanket? Like,
and
I love that. How fun.
I like that.
It took present inspection to another level.
I do have 2 more things that I want to share.
No, I want to know.
Because one of them is something, again, with like presents and the kids that we have started and that I think will stick because it's easy, which I need, and the kids love it. And I feel like it'll be a tradition they remember. So they pick out the Christmas wrapping paper. And then at some point before Christmas, I'll take each of them on their own and they get to pick out a gift for their brother and sister.
I love that.
Or for Lila Kate, her 2 brothers. And so it, again, is dual purposed. I'm efficient.
Get it, girl.
So they get a date with mom, a one-on-one date with mom. And then they also get to like pick out a gift, which is super fun for them. I let them help me wrap it, all that stuff. And they are so excited to watch their sibling open that present on Christmas morning. And I've given them it's not like an expensive gift.
Yeah.
It's like we're hitting up Five Below and TJ Maxx and Ross, all that stuff, Hobby Lobby. But they're so excited to watch their sibling open it. And the sibling is excited to know that it came from their other sibling.
Yeah.
And you get 2 more gifts under the tree per kid.
We stole that. I stole that from you last year.
Yeah.
And we actually opened it up on Christmas Eve.
Oh, see, we might do that.
Like a little, and they were so excited for them to get the present. So they're like, I was like, you know what? You can open up your gift for each other.
Yeah.
That was fun. But I stole
like
that from you last year. That's a good tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I would say from my childhood, which this isn't a tradition that I've carried on. It's actually one that Katie, my sister, has carried on. But growing up, our mom and dad, but our mom hosted every year at our house a Christmas Eve party. And it was a drop-in Christmas Eve party for all of our family and all of our close friends. And it was from this time to this time because everybody went to different churches or did different things with their family on Christmas Eve. And it was just like a landing place for everybody. And it was always so fun and so festive. And Katie and I have the best memories of like people we love dropping by. Everybody's in their like Christmas Eve attire. And it's just so fun. And it was just a really fun night leading up to the next day is Christmas morning.
Yeah.
And so my sister, since they've moved back to town, they have taken on that tradition. And so she hosts.
Oh, I love that.
She hosts a drop-in Christmas Eve party. And it's just fun because there's people who come and they stay the whole time. And there's people who come and drop by and they only stay for 10 minutes or, 30 minutes or so. And it's just really fun.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
love
glad that she started that tradition.
That's really cool. Yeah, so I would say, I have two littles. I've got a almost 4-year-old and then a 4-month-old. So I'm still like Mary Beth, trying to figure out what tradition is going to stick. And so one that I've been doing, I guess it was just with Jax the last couple years and now with Jax and Lucy, is on this year we did a little bit early, but usually on December 1st, I give them their Christmas PJs and they get an ornament every year. Just an ornament of whatever they're into that year. And then we usually do it around the time when we put the Christmas tree up. So then, we've had a Bluey ornament. We've had a monster truck one was this year. Last year was Jeeps because Jax is into Jeeps. And so this year, Jax was really excited when Lucy, air quotes, opened hers because we call her Lucy Goose. And so I got her an ornament that had Santa's silliest goose on it and then put her name on it. Yeah. And my mom got her a goose ornament. So that's been fun to kind of watch that. But to let Jax help me with the Christmas tree is a fun tradition because he is Mr. Christmas all year long. He's obsessed with the Grinch, like obsessed. So we have, last year he got, the book and some Christmas plates. This year, my mom got him a Grinch rug for his bedroom. He has Grinch PJs. My cousin from Omaha sent him a Grinch. I didn't tell you about this. A massive Grinch train set that's supposed to go under the tree, but we have it going under his. He has a Jeep. Brandon built him a Jeep bed, so it goes under his Jeep bed. So he is Mr. Santa all year round. So watching the Grinch is I think we purchased the new one and we watch it on repeat all year long. So yeah, that's been fun. But I would say just baking cookies I want to try with him this year. But I was telling the girls before, a tradition we're starting this year, or hopefully will stick, is going up to Georgia. We have a large 100-pound Bernese Mountain Dog. So I'm excited. They have a Christmas parade. And so we are.
So is the dog walk? Okay, what's your dog's name?
Sophie.
So Sophie is going to walk in the thing with you?
As well as the entire Kahnk family. Absolutely, Casey. And we know no one. We know no one. Like, they were like, hey, if you're interested in coming to the parade, let me know. So I sent an email and I was like, hey, we're coming from Lake City, Florida. They're like, oh, wow, all the way from Florida. I'm like, you bet we are. So we are loading up the whole family. We have.
That's so great.
Have you seen videos of this parade before? Okay, because I'm like, what if there's like 10 dogs and then it's over?
Listen, Sophie better be dressed to the nines.
No, I had to buy her like a shock,
like an adult sweater.
But no, I bought her a little Santa hat that like goes around her neck. Because she's going to wear that. But she's have a harness because she's a big girl.
You better get her a sweater.
Well,
right. Aldi had dog Christmas pajamas.
Stop. Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, I only got him for a little 20-pounder, so I don't think.
Well, see, all these other Bernese Mountain Dogs, like, they're a working dog. So all the other dogs have carts that they've been, like, trained to pull. Sophie does not. So we're just walking Sophie in the parade. But Jack.
You should have her pull, like, the wagon with the kids in it or something.
I should, but Sophie's very skittish.
Okay, maybe.
But I'm letting Jax pass out candy canes to people along So, yeah. So that's.
Well, and I want everyone to know that Astin is wearing her Bernese Mountain Dog Christmas.
I am.
I am. She's going to be sporting in the parade.
Absolutely. Brandon has one too. We're just a little obsessed.
I love it.
But yeah, so that's for my family. But I would say growing up, one of my favorite traditions, and Mary Beth, you'll be right there with me, is just the Christmas Eve service that we used to go to.
Yeah, the candlelight service.
Yes. Yep. Anytime they sing Silent Night, it just, it's just such a moving song to me. And a couple years ago, we did it with Jax, and he was holding the candle. And it was just such a sweet moment because I was like, I remember doing this when I was a kid. And now that's one of Jax's favorite part of the Christmas Eve service. So that's been, a lot of fun to do that kind of stuff.
I'm really looking forward to. They're doing it in Brantford this year, right?
Yes,
I'm
at the
excited.
Brantford Greenway. Yeah, it's going to be outside, so we'll bring a chair.
Bundle.
Yes, and bundle up. Hopefully it's not hot. I would hope it's cold.
Don't bundle.
I say
we'll have to check
weather.
the weather.
But yeah, it's going to be really cool. It'd be cool to have all the locations just all together. And it's going to be candlelight, which is good. And they'll light the last Advent candle, which is good. Have you guys enjoyed the Advent candle? Oh Live Oak.
Live Oak, Matt.
Just kidding. Maybe we'll have one now.
Yes. No, but yeah, that's been a fun thing. And also that's a tradition from mine and Mary Beth's childhood too, is bringing that. So hopefully next year, Matt will get enough people to rally behind him and say, we support you, Matt. Let's have an Advent wreath.
Light a candle.
Light on.
Really said.
Yeah. Okay. So you've never heard of the Advent wreath or no?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. It's a wreath that has 4 candles, so 3 purple candles and a pink candle, and then the center one is the Christ candle that you light on Christmas Eve. So we've been doing the Advent series. We've done hope, we've done peace. This Sunday is joy. So what we've done at our location is Chip will talk about, so the first week talked about hope. So this past Sunday, we invited a family or a couple to come up and read a verse of scripture, and then they would light the hope candle, and then Chip would light whatever candle he just preached on. So it's kind of like a little tradition that we've started, but yeah, each candle symbolizes, parts of the Advent message for Jesus is coming, but also that he's coming back.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
Like it.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of that. Is that beyond? That's not just an orchard thing? That's like
that's like a
traditional.
Yeah.
Never heard. Astin and I grew up in a Presbyterian church, and it was like
a big deal.
Christmas did not come unless the Advent wreath.
Unless those candles were lit.
Yes.
See, anytime I don't know what's going on at church, I always try to blame it on I was not raised Baptist. And I'm like, I wasn't raised Baptist. The Assembly of God church that I was raised in, we didn't have it.
I don't think we did that. I was raised in a Baptist church, and I don't think we did that.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more like Presbyterian.
It's more of like
Episcopal,
a very traditional.
Yes.
Does the Catholic Church do that? Do you know? I don't know.
I have no clue.
I'm not sure.
They have a lot of candles.
They do.
Yeah. So you have to be really careful that, no one knocks it over.
Yes.
And especially when, Mary Beth and I would light it.
Yeah.
Except I forgot I lit it until, a couple weeks ago. Yeah. But you'd have to read. When we were playing in this meeting, I was like, I never got to light the candle. And Mary Beth was like, are you sure? Because I lit it like a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like,
she was like, no.
Oh, I was not tracking what y'all were talking about. You're talking about when you were growing up.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I was like,
yes.
Yes, way back in the day. Elementary.
Yeah, they were talking about it. I was not in that meeting, but saw everybody afterwards, and I heard them talking about the Advent wreath. And Astin was like, I never got to light it, and I'm a little bitter about it. And I was like, oh, I got to light it? What do you mean?
And then I was like, you did?
And then you were more bitter.
I was. Yes. I was like, ask Mary Beth how they pick family.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're the family that's lighting it this Sunday.
We're out of town. We got the birdies mountain Christmas parade.
Gail, they tried. I know.
Chip said we could, but I was like, no, I did it. Arden fact checked me real quick on that. She was like, no. She's like, it was literally us. It was Mary Beth's family. It was Clint. Like, she could name all the families. She's like, no. She's like, I was nervous shaking up there reading it. And it was Dane, Arden, and I all standing there, with our a matching Christmas get up.
Oh, I can picture y'all now. With your little vests, your Christmas vest.
No, it was a plaid dresses with the white collars.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
the best.
I loved matching.
Go Sabrina.
Oh, man. Okay. So another question I have is, this season can just be really, really busy with class parties, traditions, all that stuff. How does your family or how do you try, I guess, do the best you can just to keep calm and not let all of that overwhelm you? Because I know for me as a former type A person. I'm getting better.
So we're an A- now.
Yeah, there you go. So how do you guys, because I'm taking all the advice I can because I have a newborn and a 4-year-old. So how do you keep the calm and not let the season overwhelm you?
I would say,
go to Mary Beth. She's definitely the chill one.
I would say, and this may be easier for me because of my personality, my general just makeup as a person. I don't try to fit every single thing in.
That's good.
This time of year, there is anything and everything Christmas related that you can take your kids to and have a great experience, have a memorable experience, but you don't have to do all of it. I would say just being intentional about picking what you're going to do, what you're going to be a part of, And just realizing like the rest of it really doesn't matter.
The memories are in the small things. You know,
they are.
Earlier,
And
like,
you got to
the little things.
Yeah. And keep it about what it's about. Like keep it about extra family time that you get because everybody's off work and off school. And, you know, plug in those fun things that you get to do, but don't cram your schedules full just to try and make it to everything because you think your kid's going to miss out.
That's really
Or even you, like there's Christmas parties for work. There's Christmas parties.
Right.
You know, like even as adults, not with the kids. That's why I've tried to just with like adult work parties or whatever. I'm like, I can't.
You have to pick and choose. Yeah.
I just can't because I would be going to something.
All the time. There's something all the time, especially this time of year. And especially, I feel like once like Halloween is over, you start all the fall, you have Thanksgiving stuff, and then it really ramps up at Christmas time. And there's just like, you can't do it all without stressing yourself out and without stressing your family out in the process. Because if I'm stressed, the family feels it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like we set the tone and the temperature, you know, of our household. And if I'm stressed about stuff, then my family feels it. And I don't want that to be, I don't want my kids to grow up and feel that feeling about this time of year. I want them to feel the slowness, the peacefulness, the anticipation.
That's really good. Yeah.
Because they're still super excited about Christmas, even though we're not doing a ton of Christmas stuff, you know? I mean, we're doing Christmas. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
I'm not depriving my children of Christmas activities. We're just not doing all the things.
You're not overbooking yourself.
Yes, we're not overbooking ourselves. And I think that that's okay. I think that that's okay 365 days a year, all year long. But especially whenever you're moving into a really busy season. And I think just across the board, this season is busy for everybody, no matter what stage of life you're in, you know, what your family makeup is. This is just a busy season for everybody. And I think you have to be intentional and thoughtful about what you say yes to and what you choose to do for your, like, as a family.
That's good.
It is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next. I tried to get the bulk of my shopping done. I'm just taking back this to like worldly things again, but I tried to get the bulk of my shopping done like Black Friday-ish.
Okay. You are good about that.
Well, this isn't really the first year I've done that because I'm always stressed out till...
Yeah.
So with kids, this is another great question. So do you do like, I know for us, I was talking with Mary Beth, Jax is still little and so is Lucy. So I've been trying to keep it simple with, 4 things: want, need, read, wear. How do you guys do it? Or
you're so good.
No, again, I have little, so they're not counting gifts. They're not checking.
Yeah.
Jax is getting the point about size, but not yet.
Start that now.
Okay. Yeah.
And not that, and keep that. Okay. Not that we don't do huge Christmases.
Yeah.
My family did probably less with gifts, but Brady's family, like, they were just big gift givers.
Yeah.
You know, and so they kind of had bigger Christmases.
Okay.
And Brady, that's like his thing. He doesn't do that all year long, but he just
Chad's
he
like
loves
that.
it.
I feel like we have the same dynamic too, is because I had great Christmases growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
But like as a parent now, I want to get my kids things that they want and a few things that they need, but it doesn't need to be like extravagant.
over the top.
Chad loves gift giving, and he wants.
Is that his love language?
Yes,
okay.
And he wants the kids to like just be ecstatic about everything that they're opening. If they want it, he wants to try and get it for them, like within reason,
right?
But it's I can
Brady's like, but we should do that, and I'm like, okay, that's great. Yeah. So we homeschool, and so the pressure is on to create more of the memorable type things. And I don't have the pressure. This is what I was thinking. I don't have the pressure of the school activities.
Of the parties. And all that. So I think that takes a lot of pressure of the different shirts every day and the spirit
Yes.
You know,
Oh, yeah. It's on the list yesterday. I'm like, oh, we got to buy this. We got to buy this.
Yes. I don't have the pressure of that anymore, which I'm not going to lie has been so enjoyable. Mm-hmm. And I decided, I was like, this is the last week for us. We're going to do as much as we can.
Yep.
And then I want to start baking and doing all that. You know, but the pressure is on to make it more about Jesus and what the true meaning of Christmas is than about. So I do feel that, I do feel that pressure right now of what can I do to
make it memorable.
Make sure that's the center.
Yeah. So I'm feeling that right now, especially being homeschooled. I feel like the pressure is even greater on that because I have more time.
You have more time to do it.
Yeah. So on one end, it's a little less stressful. On one end, it's a little more, I feel more pressure. Myself.
Yeah. I would say I was telling Mary Beth, a couple months ago, I think it was during our, whatever the last sermon series was, Unplanned. And we're talking about how, with one kid, I was able to have, all these high expectations, things going well. Well, Miss Lucy Goose and moving and starting a new job and starting at school for them, it's been a lot. And so my house, I was always striving to have that perfect house, the perfect aesthetic house. Well, we're living in my grandma's house right now, which is a little bit smaller. And so even if you have one thing out on the counter, it makes your house seem very cluttered. And so my Christmas decoration box is still sitting in the living room after 2 weeks. And I'm learning that that's okay. I don't have to have this perfect house. Because like you said, Mary Beth, my kids feed off of what the temperature is in our house. If I'm calm, they're calm. It's we're all happy. Well, to an extent, we're all happy. And so I feel like for me this season, I'm just trying to focus on being more present with them, especially since they are so little. And this is Lucy's first Christmas. So trying to not to overwhelm and do all the things, but do enough to where it's we have some family memories, but we're also I wouldn't say surviving, but we're able to breathe in this season. Because I know it can be. I mean, I can't even imagine having littles right now and being a teacher and being gone. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Shout out to the teacher.
Girl, it was rough.
I'd praying for you guys.
Which is why, and I was going to tell you too, I'm out of that stage of mothering. My kids are a little bit older now. But, when our oldest was 4 or 5 and our twins were infants, and then even the next few years, it's just you're in the thick of it. It's
you
hard,
are just surviving,
and it's rough. And I just decided then one of those years, I was like, we're putting up our Christmas tree and we're putting up our stockings, and that's it.
Yeah,
and that was enough, and then it's enough. And so since then, I've added here and there because I can put some breakable things out again now and all that, but. Yeah, because it would stress me out. I'm my house stresses me out now because it's so messy because of the kids and their ages and stages. I can't imagine adding decor on top of this to stress me out even more. And so I was just we're just not going to do it.
Yeah.
And the world didn't end, and it was okay. And we still had Christmas, and it was still special to my kids. And so still legitimately all we have out are our Christmas tree. Our stockings are hung up. I have a cheap little wooden block nativity set that's smack dab in the middle of my table so my kids can play with it and it doesn't stress me out because they're not going to break some antique that I got from somewhere or that used to be my grandma's or something. And I do have a few sentimental decorations. That's the word. Set out on a shelf, but that's it.
Yeah.
And
you keep it simple.
I keep it simple. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to look put together all the time because that I could feel it welling up in me when I did try and decorate with young kids and small kids is because number one, it's that much more stuff that's out in my house and is stressing me out. And it's that much more stuff that I have to clean around. And then if they would move something, I would be no, don't touch it.
Don't even look at it.
I know, I don't want them to hate Christmas decorations because I'm not allowed to touch it.
I will say I pack up, when my Christmas boxes come out, those decorations come out, and I pack up the everyday stuff in those boxes.
I do.
Oh, that's a great idea.
It goes into the shop. Because otherwise, there's just...
It's too much stuff.
Yes. I mean, I've put blankets in, like because I was like Christmas throws. Well, then there's room for the other one.
For the other blankets,
If stuff is going on the shelf, stuff is coming off the shelf.
Yeah.
And otherwise,
see, that's
it's
like
just too much chaos.
Yeah, there's too much type B in me.
And then I just leave.
Even think to do that. Just pile it all on top of it all.
Christmas work out in me.
Well, like, just put some tinsel. And then just leaving the stuff low that they can play with. Like, the little people nativity. I've got some Charlie Brown stuffies and things. And then I'm going to step on them. And it's going to happen. And I know that.
And it's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. We do that. We have a little bit of an added element of chaos because 2 of my 3 daughters are December babies.
Oh my gosh.
We have Rory on the 9th and then Emmy on the 18th.
Oh my gosh, I love the name. Is it from Gilmore Girls?
No. So actually, my oldest, we were going to name her Nora.
Okay.
I love that too.
And we were calling her Nora. And our oldest daughter, who at the time was 3.5, was in the back seat and was like, who's this Nora person? Like, who is that? Hurry up on back. And so Daniel, my husband, and I are like, well, maybe your little sister. Like, we're trying it out.
Yeah.
And from the back seat of my car, she was like, that's not her name. We're like, no, it's Aurora. She's a princess.
Stop.
And
It's so sweet.
from that day on, she would refuse to call her anything but Rora. And it just kind of stuck. And we named it Rora. Yeah.
I love that.
That's so cute.
She picked her own sister's name.
Yeah. Then she'll tell you too. She's Aurora Noel. And then a couple of years later, we end up having Emmy, who's born even a week closer to Christmas. And we're like, oh, can we treat?
So your house, you definitely have to have pockets of peace in your house. If not, I'm sure that gets overwhelming.
We have to I try to make a marked distinction between like what is birthday and what is Christmas. And every year on their birthday, one thing they love to do is call it birthday date night. And they get to pick like either what I make or where we go.
Oh, that's
And it's
fun.
like just us. And Rory picked salsas because that's her favorite.
Love it. The girl's got good taste.
Yeah, she ate the whole bowl of, I was going to say white dip chippies, but the chips and
Me too, girl.
And so we try to like make that little distinction, and she just opens one present. And then because of the addition of the birthdays has kind of made making Christmas a little smaller a necessity. So this is the first year we are doing the something you want, something you need, something to wear, something to read.
I do too.
I asked Brady a couple years ago if we could do that.
And for the littler ones, we're doing coloring books instead of
Cute. Yeah.
and they're going to get like a group present. But I was like, no, just, and honestly, between that and the birthdays right beforehand, they get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would rather them just have a couple things and then just remember better. Or the distinction a little better.
Yeah.
So we do that. And then also just having to cut out. Like this year, as much as it pains me, I'm not doing Christmas cards. They take up so much time.
Yeah.
The weather's been awful. I actually had them all like dressed once or twice and it started raining. And I was like, it's just not happening this year.
Yeah.
I love everyone. I'll send you a text and say it, but I just can't do it. We just had to cut down. We like to go look at Christmas lights at the last year or two. We've gone to Wild Adventures. We go a couple days after Christmas.
Okay.
And
they're still there.
it's crowded.
Yeah, they still, and they love it just as much. They don't care.
And and I work primarily in healthcare and I do real estate. And so neither one of those are.
Wow, we're the same person. Healthcare and real estate go hand in hand. Nice to meet you.
Neither one of those are like, you don't have like set weekends or set holidays. And I typically at least am on call for Christmas Eve. Or so sometimes like pushing some stuff to right after Christmas works for us.
Okay.
And then trying to be a little bit more relaxed with my like the rigidity of the bedtime and the routine. And I've been letting those girls fall asleep watching Christmas movies. Like every night.
That.
As long as you do your chores and you're in bed on time, we'll put the movie on and just enjoy it.
Yeah. I need to be better about that. I'm like, you gotta be in bed because I'm like, I need,
I know.
Yeah.
But when you have to be up early, it is hard.
Yeah.
It is hard because they do need their sleep.
Yeah.
But there are certain times of year that I get lax because I'm like, you know what? In the scheme of things,
It doesn't.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So like around Christmas time is that summertime for sure. Like go to sleep every night with a movie. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
do
get
that
that.
one. And we try to get them in there earlier. And we did put the TV in their room, which isn't all the time thing, but we control it from our phone.
You might need to look in that.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We put the Apple TV on it. So the remotes are on our phone, the control of what they watch is. So then we can let them watch it for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it
And
shuts
then you
off.
shut it off.
And
I
we're-
love that. That's super smart.
And then they end up falling asleep in their bed and we're not carrying them from the couch.
Yeah. I love that.
that's really cool.
But
Yeah.
those are some of my.
Well, just to kind of like land the plane, I should say, what do you guys do? So obviously, you know, we have the parties, we have the events, we have all the stuff. Is there anything in particular that you guys do just to remind your kids or show your kids, you know, what is the point of Christmas? Obviously, Jesus' birth. So is there anything, you know, you mentioned the nativity scene, but is there anything else that you guys like do as a family just to keep everyone centered on what like the main purpose of Christmas is?
We've been following the little reading plan that the Orchard gave out and doing it like at dinner time when we all sit down.
Yeah, we
Do you have one of those?
yeah,
Like it's just a few verses. And then while we're eating, we can talk about those few
love it.
verses.
yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
And they don't all, you know, some are kind of little. And I actually asked my 8-year-old on the way to school the other day, like, hey, what does mama do that lets you know Christmas is about
That's a
Jesus?
good question. That is really good.
And it was because of the podcast that I was like, all right.
yeah.
She had looked at me and was like, we read the Bible?
Hey, that is the best
Good. Yes.
She was asking me back. And I was like,
A+.
I said, it's not like a right or wrong answer, love. Like, I want your opinion.
Yeah.
Like, if you know Christmas is about Jesus being born, how do you know that? Like, what do Dad and I do? And she said that, and she's like reading about Jesus every night. And she said, well, and we put the star on the tree. I was like, yeah.
We don't have a star on our tree. Jax keeps asking.
We don't have one in there.
And I said, okay, what is that? You know, what does that mean?
yeah.
And she's like, because the North Star takes you to Jesus. I said, well, the North Star will take you to Santa. Star of Bethlehem will take you to Jesus, and I'll take it. Like,
Yeah.
We'll take the answer.
Absolutely.
we're pretty close.
Awesome.
But yeah, I think I'm going to keep trying to have that conversation. Because other than that, I've tried really hard to just keeping in like those Advent topics in mind. And when things get chaotic, like it's not a punishment to tell you to go sit down and watch Home Alone while your sister has a turn, because otherwise it gets chaotic and the joy gets sucked out of the room.
Yeah.
We're going to enjoy it. It has to be within parameters. Like you have to have some kind of a structure.
Yeah.
And then that allows for like me and Dad to keep our level heads and just keep things flowing peacefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just having to abide within those. And it's different, I think, for everybody. Like what people can and can't tolerate, but just trying to embody that self-sacrificing love
That's so good.
was required of even like Mary and Joseph to bring Jesus into this world. Like how much they had to say, how much she put at risk her entire reputation and life and everything else, like to bring this little baby into the world.
Yeah.
And was willing to do it. And I think having it like at church on Sundays and at small group on Mondays and constant Christmas music that's been playing since September in the house. Me too.
Love it.
I always say if it ends in burr, you can listen to Christmas music. And just as a reminder for when things start to get really crazy, to just like stop and take that breath and say, okay, do I want them to remember the chaotic fun, or do I want them to remember Mama's like meltdown because I'm getting to be too much? And I absolutely have failed, and they've absolutely
We all have. We all have.
I've absolutely seen some of it, but just trying to remember that. And then having Daniel also in the reading and also doing the small group and being able to sort of keep each other in a little bit, like when things start to get a little crazy, being like, I'll take over this for a minute.
Yeah.
And just kind of swapping in and out. And so at least we can try to shape the girls' perception of Christmas around just the peace and the home and the joy of the fun
story.
things to it.
Yeah.
And the story.
And
I love that.
I don't know. Yeah, I really answered it. But
It did.
It did. You had a great job.
And it made some great points.
Yeah.
About keeping the peace.
Yeah.
And your
Everybody
home.
else. Yeah.
I will say something, and again, this changes every year. But also, I think it's gonna have to change every year as you're raising kids, because what they're ready for, what they can tolerate is not the right word. That seems very harsh, but I can't think of a better word. But so it's gonna change as your kids grow and change. But this year, what we're doing is we are doing an Advent Bible study devotional on the Bible app. It's the one Matt posted on the Live Oak location page. And my kids have been loving it. At the start of each week, every day is just like a very short reading. And at the start of each week, it's put on by the Bible Project people.
Very cool.
So it has like the Bible Project little videos, and they love.
Which are very engaging.
Yes, they love that. And so it's just been something we've been doing at bedtime in the season of Advent, and they enjoy it, and they ask for it, and they like it. It's a short reading, so it keeps their attention, and it leaves plenty of space and time to talk about it. And then I would also say too, just anytime we're talking about, not anytime, a lot of the times that we're talking about Christmas, I try to weave in like remembering what this is all about, remembering what this celebration is about. We have all these celebrations, but this is why. We have all this anticipation, but this is why, which is another reason I really like doing the Advent reading with them. It's because we're talking about the anticipation of Christmas, about Jesus's birth, but then we can also talk about the anticipation of Jesus's return. And it's just really cool. Like as my kids get older, it's the conversations around Christmas are changing, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
It's really
cool.
cool.
Questions.
And the questions. Yes. Yeah.
And I think from a practical application sense, being able to make those changes that you can very easily build into what your family already does. Like however your family already functions, like if y'all's is at bedtime and ours is around the dinner table. Our kids are different ages. They go to bed at different times. But just being able to we're already all sitting here. Just kind of kept the Bible on the table.
Yeah, you just leave it right there.
And it's sort of built in, and just kind of setting yourself up for success instead of failure, and all of a sudden trying to like take on some big new project or tradition or whatever. And then you're like, it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
If, and then you can guys kind of build. And at some point we had to make sitting down as a family at the table a priority. And
because that gets hard sometimes too.
Yeah. And now it's second nature to the girls, and we're able to build on that and be like, okay, now while we're doing this, we're going to bust out that Bible. So I guess just trying to find what that looks like in each household and each family of easy ways to add on so that it doesn't become overwhelming and doesn't start to bog the parent down. Yeah. The only other point I was going to make too is that elf.
I cannot. I'm sorry.
On that shelf.
I don't do it. I can't.
We don't have an elf.
Stresses me
in our household.
We just started it this year.
So
it's not too late, Astin. Yes.
I'm so sorry that
it brings them so much joy though.
Oh, yes, y'all do it.
So, but listen,
I bought the kit, guys. I bought the kit, and I'll tell you about it in a second.
Holly works in the factory like she only comes on the weekends.
Ernie knows that right there.
She only comes on the weekends. That's wow. Your elf is like legit.
It's a full-time job. Thinking of things for this dang elf.
Yes, it really can. So that can get overwhelming. Yeah. But for any of you moms out there, it works on the weekends. They still love it without it getting stressful.
Yeah,
maybe a little last minute, whatever. But I don't know why that's not normalized. Let's normalize a weekend elf.
I mean, they do have a job.
I'm not that creative to think about that.
No,
every
Pinterest.
No, I literally bought it. No, there's a kit on Etsy, and I was like, all right, how do I keep the magic of Christmas, but also Christ-centered? And so I literally put in Christ-themed elf on the shelf. Yeah, it was a kit that I bought for like $6, and it's like the elf is doing very basic things. Like today, Chippy was sitting by Jax's kids' Bible, and it had the story of Jesus' birth. And, Chippy doesn't know Jesus' birth. And so Jax was able to tell him. I was like, Chippy's never learned this. He's our first time we've had an elf. Like, tell him about it. And so, he told him in a manger and, very basic things for a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
But each day it's something like it's a verse, which Jax isn't quite understanding the verse, but whatever the elf is doing pertains to that scripture. Like one day it was like Chippy was helping with like Christmas cards, and it was literally like just a present tag with just a little teeny tiny message. And it was like, we can spread Jesus' love by sending kind messages to other people. So it was a very basic thing. And it's like, all right, what can you do today to show Christ to someone else? And obviously he is 3, so he's going to act like a 3-year-old. So I would say the further along we've gotten with it, the more excited he's become. But my sister's elf just comes in the morning. So when the kids come home from school, theirs is also Chippy. Chippy is gone. So Chippy only comes like just during the morning time, and then he is gone. And then, there's sometimes where he gets stuck in snow and he can't come for a couple days.
I love that too.
Yeah. So I guess that's how we keep prayer centers, like incorporating the magic with it.
I haven't ever thought of that, the doing it, because I've been looking for the little manger thing.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I would love to find one of those. It's too late this year, obviously.
I will say I didn't pull it out this year because it's like some years it's a hit with my kids and some years it's not. But there is you can find it on Amazon. It's called the Giving Manger, and it comes with.
I think they have it at Hobby Lobby too.
I think yes.
The hay. You put
yes.
thing of hay.
It comes with a book. You read the book, and you're supposed to read it like I don't know, December 1st maybe, or the beginning of Advent. I don't know.
You're going to do a fast
next year.
One year I read it literally like the week of Christmas, and we just throw the hay in. So it's called the Giving Manger, and the book is about being generous and like all that stuff, and it's centered on Jesus, and the point is you're preparing the manger for Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
So you do different things or catch family members doing different things that are just like good deeds or being very generous for somebody else.
Sure.
It's really sweet.
That's really cool.
Getting at Hobby Lobby when it's 7%.
Yes. And so you add hay to it like as Christmas approaches, and then on Christmas morning, baby Jesus is in it.
Oh my gosh. And what a great way to, again, in the chaos, still choose kindness, still choose doing the right thing. Because that's what we're working on at our house is like first time obedience, doing things the first time you're asked, and just doing it just because, like having integrity, doing the right thing when no one's looking. Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I love that. Very cool. Well, ladies, any lasting thoughts before we wrap this up? No?
Merry Christmas.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you, Lane, Casey, Mary Beth, for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
It was so fun to have this conversation. And we'll catch you next week for episode 105. Have a great week.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Let's Talk About That. We hope it encouraged and challenged you as we continue to grow on this journey of faith and embrace community together. If you have more questions, thoughts, or feedback, we want to hear from you. Be sure to reach out to us through our social media or visit our website to stay connected. If you found today's discussion meaningful, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Until next time, we hope that this episode inspired you and will keep Sunday's message at the front of your mind. See you next week.